was a lot of blood. What do you have in your trunk?
Nothing.
Nothing in the trunk at all? Whoa. Whoa.
Holy shit. All right, let's cover it. We're going to have to go in and get her. We got a body.
Yeah.
There's a dead body in the trunk of that car. A dead juvenile.
What? In my car?
Right in that trunk.
The head was missing. That has body parts, skull, brain of your son in the back seat.
In another dumpster, there's pieces of it. A backpack with his name on it.
So cut the crap.
With surveillance video.
She killed him. I know she did.
How do you know it?
I just know she did. I know for a fact she did. Because I did too.
You're making assumptions. How do you know that I know? I really do.
I'm innocent. You all, you're garbage.
On May 20th, 2022, officers pulled over a woman driving recklessly with a broken rear window and one missing tire. What began as a routine stop soon spiraled into a nightmare.
Just your thoughts on one thing. We have not checked the trunk, and I have this terrible feeling about the trunk, and I've had it the whole time. Whoa. Whoa.
That might be the deer meat that she took out of the car to put in the trunk.
What is this? Yeah. Is it an ant? It looks like a kid. Legs. Alright, let's cover it.
After finding the devastated body of an unknown child, officers raced to locate Julissa, who had left the scene minutes earlier. By the time they arrived at her apartment, it was too late. Officers missed her by minutes, but the building's CCTV showed her leaving with a man. Officers tracked them down near a complex and detained both of them. Meanwhile, other officers went to the gas station Julissa had mentioned. A witness there directed them to one of the most crucial pieces of evidence in the case. Inside the dumpsters, they found a blood-soaked, torn booster seat. In a trash bag, they discovered a backpack, some books, a bone, and some brain tissue. But what they found inside the backpack changed everything. Inside the backpack, an ID card revealed the victim as 6-year-old Eli Hart, with his mother listed as Julissa Thaler. As the investigation deepened, officers learned that Eli had been living with his single mother, Julissa, who had just won Eli's full custody from her ex-husband, Torrey Hart, just 10 days before the killing. These alarming details set the stage for an intense interrogation, revealing far darker secrets than anyone could have anticipated.
If you could answer my question, that would be really awesome. What am I being arrested for?
So right now, just like I had said before, right now you're being held and arrested for suspicion of being involved in a homicide.
And what homicide would that be typically?
Well, that's what I think we have to talk about a few things here.
Sure. Could you tell me like what you think I did and who is this person, and if you could answer those two questions, that would be awesome.
Okay. Well, I think we can get around to that.
No, like I want those questions answered before we go forward.
Well, where I kind of want to start is at where we had contact with you this morning when you first met me.
Yeah, that was when you guys arrested me.
Yeah, what happened with that? Like,
you didn't answer my question.
What's that?
Who are you guys accusing me of this of? Like I'm 28 years old. Like who are you guys accusing me of participating in? Like.
So right now, the investigation that we're conducting involves the vehicle that you were stopped in this morning.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that silver Impala, after we had contact with you before we let you go back to your apartment at Interlochen there, we opened the trunk to that vehicle.
Okay.
What do you think was found in the trunk of that vehicle?
I'm not sure. What was in there?
I think you know.
I don't. Oh, can you tell me what it was? And maybe I'll know why I'm here.
There's a dead body in the trunk of that car. A dead juvenile body.
Really? Who was it?
That's what I can't answer right now. That's why I'm here talking to you right now.
The reason why we don't know who it was is because the head was missing.
What? In my car?
When I talked to you earlier, you had told me that you had that car and you were doing Instacart from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. And then you went to the Alcoholics Anonymous location off of 3 Points Boulevard. And then about 20 minutes after that, you were stopped by us.
All I have to say is I'm done covering for my ex. I have multiple orders of protection against him. He threatened to kill me and people I care about multiple times, and I'm done covering for him. Can I have a lawyer?
You want to speak to a lawyer?
Yeah. So, hold on, there's a body in the trunk.
Right in that trunk. A young, probably maybe 5 to 8 year old juvenile child.
Oh my gosh. Today I was assaulted by somebody. They broke my... I have a really long history with my ex. He's in like the meth community.
So what's up? I just have to stop you, okay? Because a minute ago you stated you wanted to talk to an attorney.
Didn't tell you about it.
A minute ago you stated you wanted to speak with an attorney. And I can't answer any questions after that. I mean, are you stating that you still want to speak with us? I mean...
Yeah, I guess I'm just telling you a few things after the fact. If I tell you this stuff...
having the rights in mind that I had read to you, that you stated that you understood, right? Your Miranda warning rights. Do you need me to reread those to you or anything?
No.
Okay, you understand each of them?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you still want to speak with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I have to be able to do? Is there anything I can do to maybe be let out? Like if I can give you like a name of somebody who it could have been, then would you maybe be able to like let me out?
Any innocent person confronted with such a gruesome reality would be devastated. But Julissa appears completely unbothered. As soon as Julissa senses she is in a tight spot, her narrative changes. She shifts all the blame onto her ex-husband, framing herself as a victim, a strategic move to gain the detective's sympathy. Instead of showing concern for the child, Julissa desperately seeks to return home, illustrating her disregard for an innocent life lost. Despite asking for a lawyer, she ends up continuing to share more details. However, this tense cat and mouse race has merely begun. A game of manipulation that will leave detectives frustrated to the very end.
Here's my question. You were told that there's a young juvenile body found in the trunk of the car that you were driving, right? All right.
Scary.
How did that body get there?
I'm not sure.
Because you were driving that car from 10 p.m., right?
I was driving the car.
So let's break it down. Because I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I'm coming from the outside, right? My whole job is to just paint a picture. That's all I do, right? Anytime you have contact with the police, all we do is we listen to one side of a story, and then we listen to another side of a story, and we try to paint that picture so that the two sides kind of come together, right? So that's my only job here today, is to just paint the picture of how this young, innocent child was found in the trunk of your Impala.
Do you know whose kid it is?
I think you heard Officer Shaner.
What?
We have to forensically identify the body because the face is gone. It's missing its face. This little boy.
Little t-shirt on, little pair of shorts, just missing a face. So like I said, my job is
if I can give you the name of somebody who I think it was, and I don't know. So my ex is a meth dealer, and he's involved in a lot of that stuff. So when he takes my car, when he does all that, then I don't really get involved. That's not my business. But today he got really mad at me. So I just kind of wanted to go home and...
What was your ex?
That's what I'm saying, like, if I can give you information, like, let me go.
Well, I'm willing to listen to any information if it helps me paint this picture. I can't make a promise or a claim to anybody about, you being here or you being released. I can't make that promise. What I can do is I can attempt to paint this picture so we can figure out who this little boy is. And why he's in the trunk of your Impala.
I don't really want to do that if you guys are going to keep me in here.
I'm just saying, I'm like, this little boy is, your parents are probably looking for him. I mean, if this isn't something that you're involved in, we need to figure it out. I need to figure out who this little boy is. I mean, he's got school to go to. I don't know if he's got a little sister who's worried about him or a family dog that's looking for him right now. I mean, that's somebody's little boy. Do you have any kids?
I have a son.
You have a son? How old's your son?
6.
6 years old?
Yeah.
What's your son's name?
Eli.
Does Eli live with you?
He does, but he was with my boyfriend.
Where was Eli today? Because, I mean, you know, we were at your apartment earlier.
He's just my boyfriend.
Who's your boyfriend?
Rob.
Does Rob take Eli quite a bit?
Well, my baby daddy kind of takes him sometimes. He kind of gets really mad at him.
Baby daddy's that the ex you were mentioning about?
Well, yeah.
Does he actually have the restraining order against you, said?
Yeah. Well, either he tries to get custody, otherwise he just kind of freaks out and takes me. Hold on a minute. Can you tell me what I can do to go home?
You need to help me paint this picture of how this 5, 6, 7-year-old boy was found dead in the trunk of the car that you were driving. Like, I'm investigating a homicide, and I need to paint the picture. Like, I can't let somebody go if they're in a car with, you know, a dead body in the car.
When my ex gets involved and he starts doing things to threaten me, then it's none of my responsibility. I'm a good person.
Is that something that happened today?
My ex gets really angry.
Is there any chance that the body in your car is Eli?
I highly doubt that.
Okay. Well, can I make sure? Like, is there somebody I can call that can confirm that that's not Eli that we pulled out of the trunk of your car?
Well, you guys have my phone.
Your phone was it in the car?
There's no way. Yeah, my phone is in the car. Can I just go home and check on my baby and check on my house and everything?
Well, I thought you said Eli was with Rob.
Yeah, I need to go home. I need to find my phone. You guys took my car that had my phone. It had my
Well,
money.
right now I know that there's nobody at your house. I know that.
Would I be able to go home? Can you release me?
I need to paint this picture.
Okay, so maybe you can ask me questions, but I don't want to be under arrest. I didn't do anything.
Well, the questions I'm asking are we're trying to figure out. So let's start asking some questions then.
Okay, actually, can I have a lawyer then if you're not going to let me go home?
You want to speak to a lawyer tonight?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, at this time, we're going to end the statement at $18.25.
I'll make sure that that's clear to go back.
Sounds good.
Although detectives are aware of the child's identity, they try to elicit as much information as possible from Julissa, who is desperately trying to conceal her gruesome actions. To divert suspicion from herself, Julissa consistently blames her ex-husband. However, detectives aren't unprepared. The sickening details they have uncovered about her dark past would ultimately contradict each of her claims. Detectives learn that before obtaining Eli's custody, he was put in foster care due to Julissa's mental health issues, past criminal history, and substance use, leading Tori to seek Eli's full custody. Her substance use contributed to Eli developing Townes-Brock syndrome, resulting in hearing loss. Despite Tori's concerns that Julissa posed a risk to Eli, the court ultimately determined that she was capable of regaining Eli's custody. These details have merely scratched the surface. Julissa's entire account is about to flip, unfolding a portrayal of victimhood unlike anything the detectives have ever witnessed.
So, you guys, can I go home?
You're likely not going home tonight.
I'm being honest, but why not?
If you want to keep talking, we can keep talking, but you chose to have a lawyer present or talk to a lawyer.
Did you guys, how does that work? How do I get a public defender?
If you just say, I want to talk to a lawyer, have a lawyer present, we're just going to be done talking to you. That's
okay.
What we do.
Can I have my phone call and call a public defender? How do I get a public defender?
That's for when you go through the jail. For people that go to jail, that's when they give you stuff phones on the walls and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay, I guess I'll keep talking. I'm not going to get a lawyer, but I will let you guys know.
You can have, if you want to not talk to us, that's your right. And you can stop talking at any time. But when you say, I want to talk to a lawyer.
You're making it really difficult for me to just make a phone call to a lawyer.
No,
like, if I can get a lawyer back tonight, then why wouldn't we keep going and I can talk to you?
Because we can talk to you at a later time. We're just going to say, if you want to stop talking to us and you want to lawyer up in quotes, as they say, then we'll just stop talking to you. Because that's the easiest thing for us to do.
Okay, well, can I tell you guys something off the record then?
I
have every right to tell you guys something off the record.
Everything's on the record. So
okay,
we
well,
you can say off the record.
I'm kind of angry right now because my ex involved me in some pretty horrible stuff, and I have like multiple restraining orders against him, and you guys can even tell every threat in the restraining order. There was bomb threats, gun threats, shotgun threats, murder threats, and so I can prove that he's like capable of doing that in those restraining orders. He violated the order of protection. Actually, I think I was here like 2 weeks ago because my house was broken into 2 weeks ago. And then occasionally, because when I first got that order of protection, he was a meth dealer, and I snitched on him because I wanted to leave. I wanted me and my baby to be safe. And so I snitched on him, and the police did a complete raid of the house. They arrested a few of his friends, went to the higher-up meth dealers, and started arresting them. And then I got really scared because then they found out I snitched. And it's been really bad for me ever since. I get harassed everywhere I go. If I go to the cities, they harass me there. If I'm ever around the meth community, they know my face, they know my name. And Tori has like a really, really long history of a really, really like big friend group of like meth smokers, and all of them are really, really possessive over my child. And I've tried to protect my child from Tori and everything he does, because there's like drugs and he steals stuff, and all these big meth dealers like know who he is. And occasionally here and there they reach out to me in the community and they'll be like, hey, they'll say something super threatening. I'm just sitting there scared, like, oh, great.
So, Jules, are you, do you remember your Miranda warning, your rights?
Yeah.
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you now willing to speak to us again? Is this what you're doing? You're saying I'm willing to talk to you again?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
If I could turn that recorder back on, and you said no.
And you understand that at any time, if you no longer want to talk to us because you want to have a lawyer present, you can stop talking to us, correct?
Sure.
Okay. So, and are you saying you do want to talk to us again?
Yeah.
Okay. Last night?
You guys have cans of pop.
We don't. Sorry, Scott.
Do you have a pop machine?
We don't. It's just it's a 2-liter bottle that it came out of.
Can we go back and talk about, you told my partner here that you were doing what from 10 to 6 this morning?
I just told you everything I could about.
We got it. But I want to talk about this now.
Okay, but I told you I'm getting a lawyer for that. Things that my ex threatens me of is no, I'm not going to be held responsible. I'm not going to cover for
If you can tell me how
I was assaulted last night.
If you could tell me how your ex is involved.
And that's what I was just trying to do.
With you driving
the subject. I was assaulted last night.
What time?
It'd be like midnight. I was around the area just looking for grocery stores, and some of my baby daddy's meth community guys reached out to me. I stepped out of the car, started smoking a cigarette with them, and then they got really, really mad at me.
Where did this happen?
Over by like Minneapolis. And then they got really, really mad at me. And they said that Tori's been, my baby daddy, they said he's been really, really mad. I said, well, I'm sorry, it's not my fault. I don't know you guys anymore. I don't associate with you guys anymore. So please just leave us alone. We actually had court for a domestic violence restraining order like 2 days ago, which I tried to get my son added to, and they denied it. So I'm really upset about that, because I fought really hard to get my son added on there, and they just don't have enough proof, I guess.
How long did the assault take place?
A few minutes.
And did you get, how did it come to an end?
I guess he was done.
He was done assaulting you?
Yeah.
Were you badly hurt?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he used a condom, but...
So it was an assault?
I left there for a reason.
How come you didn't tell me that this morning?
Do you know who they are? I have an order of protection. I just had court 2 days ago for order of protection. Here he is, still doing it.
I'm the police. I'm the one that, arrests people for violations of order for protection.
That would be awesome. But he just gets every order of protection violation ever. He goes to a third party. I told him not to violate the order of protection, and he still does it. He finds ways. He finds, other people in the meth dealing community, and he just finds a way to weasel his way out of the order of protection. It's really simple. You have to stay 50 blocks away from me. You don't talk to me.
Did you report any of this at all to Minneapolis PD?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I've reported order of protections before, violations before, and they haven't ever arrested him.
So what did you do after all this?
Detectives seem unbothered by Julisa's shocking statement because of her earlier version of events, which eventually exposes the inconsistency in her story.
Okay, so you said kids were shooting BBs at your window? When was that?
Like an hour ago.
So they shot off your tire with a paintball gun. Okay, so paintballs don't break a tire though.
Well, they must have been doing something because it was really.
Why is your hand all bloody?
Because I was just itching.
So all this happened because kids were shooting BB guns at you.
I saw some kids shooting at my at my tire. And I yelled off the window. I said, "Excuse me, you guys, that's my car. What are you doing?" And I ran out there to go get them. Didn't get a chance to wash my hands or anything. And then I noticed the tire was like peeling off on it, and the tire completely fell off.
In the interrogation room, Julisa's narrative completely changes. However, no matter how hard she attempts to manipulate the detectives, they are convinced of her involvement. They have already gathered damning evidence that would tear apart her web of lies. During the investigation, detectives uncovered CCTV footage that showed Eli and Julisa leaving their apartment at 11:30 p.m., contradicting the timeline she provided. With all the mounting evidence, detectives are certain that the attack narrative is merely Julisa's fabricated tale to mislead them from a far darker reality. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Julisa, detectives bring her boyfriend Rob in for questioning, believing he is also involved in this heinous crime. However, his account would undoubtedly give the case a troubling twist.
It's him wrapped up. Dead. So what do you think?
I think they killed him.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. But I know it wasn't me. I was sleeping all night. I put everything in a lot of ice subs all night.
You just said you think she killed him.
But I don't know why. I don't know what for. What was the motive? What's this? What's that? What's it gonna cause? What's it gonna prove? What? I don't know. Can't think it in my head. Unless there was insurance policy money, I guarantee there was.
You guarantee there was?
There could have been, yeah. I didn't think that. No, it wasn't me. I was sleeping all night that night. It's fine when I went to bed. Didn't make sense. Doesn't make sense in my head right now. I'm thinking. I went to bed, she was arguing with him, and then that's about it. She killed him. I know she did.
How do you know it?
I just know she did. I know for a fact she did.
How?
I know for a fact she did.
How?
Because I just do.
Because what?
I just do. I just know.
You can't, that's not
She's the only person that had it done it. The only person.
You can't say I know for a fact.
She's the only one that had access to that gun, not me. I didn't know where it was. She put it away in storage or something, she said she did. And she pulled it out the same night that he dies. That's pretty f***ed up. You think so?
When you guys would get done shooting, she would put the gun away somewhere that you didn't know?
Yeah.
It wouldn't stay in the car?
No.
It would come into the apartment?
Yeah.
And then she put it somewhere in the apartment?
I don't know where.
No. She's kind of pointing the fingers at other people. How can you help yourself? How can you help yourself? How can you prove?
I see my phone, I can do something.
How can you prove that when she says, we planned this, he knows all about it?
I don't know what you're talking about. What is plan of what?
How can you help yourself get out of that?
Rob, when we, in anything that
I'm confused, man. I don't get this shit.
In anything that we deal with, when somebody tells us one thing, what do? We investigate it.
What plan? What are you talking about?
Rob clings to his narrative of no involvement, but his statement likely provides detectives with a hidden motive, ultimately leaving no room for Julisa's manipulation. Throughout, Julisa's demeanor indicates no sign of remorse. Despite appearing carefree and believing she is smarter than the detectives, at her core, Julissa knows exactly where she stands. Detectives have listened to her account so far, but now they have had enough of her lies. For the first time, they corner her with the disturbing evidence, hoping she might crack. However, Julissa's reaction would be beyond shocking, exposing her monstrous and narcissistic persona that would be impossible to ignore.
So let me tell you just a little bit as to what we've done today, and maybe it'll help answer a few more questions in relation to this. First off, I think we should cover your assault a little bit more. If there's there's a gun now. Okay.
Now.
We hadn't mentioned the gun before. You said that there was a knife involved. You said there was a knife involved.
Out there, I would have ran.
What I'm struggling with right now is I'm struggling to figure out how that connects to today, and how this morning I had a conversation with Julissa on the street after a simple traffic stop, and how we got to here right now.
You guys should have known, right? You guys stopped me on the side of the street. I'm babbling, all scared, like I had just been. You guys didn't even notice, and you asked me why my window's broken and there's a rim missing off my tire, and you guys didn't even bother to ask me if I was okay.
Should we did. That's the first thing that Officer Rebush asked you. He asked you if everything was okay right now. He talked to you for 4 or 5 minutes.
I think a good officer would be able to look at somebody in the eye and tell, like, are they really okay, or are they just telling you they're okay?
Well, the picture I really want to paint is after this happened. The picture I want to paint is to figure out how that little boy, wearing a little pair of shorts and a little shirt, little shoes, is deceased without a head in the trunk of your car. That's really what I just think that.
Them. They're going to need a lawyer.
When or how though? I mean, we're at 10 o'clock. You stopped. The assault happened. That's when the occurred, and the gun was pulled to your head. And I haven't heard one little thing about a little boy in any of this. So I mean, here's the thing. I think there's a lot of things that have happened today. A lot of information has been unveiled and discovered today.
To prove to you that I'm innocent, I need the person's names who was there today, but I can't. All I can tell you is that they're in the meth community. I can give you a description of them. I can tell you that they had weapons, and I can tell you
innocent of what, though? Innocent of what?
Innocent? What do you mean innocent of what? You guys are having me under arrest right now for something that I'm innocent of. What is that?
This is some notes that I have.
The picture on the back.
The picture on the back? That's a picture of you this morning when I had contact with you.
Yeah, I was just gonna write to you. You guys didn't even notice.
So we spent all day gathering evidence, both video, surveillance from every business in the area.
Maybe that fingerprints on the car.
We spent the whole day with forensics. We've analyzed things. There's things that we know, like you're at the Shell gas station. We know that. We know what you did there. We know that because we have video. We know that because evidence was collected. We know things, all right? We have a really good idea of who that little boy is in the trunk, and you do too. We know things. And we wanted to come in here and at least give you the opportunity to be honest, to help yourself, and you couldn't do it.
I just tried to be honest with you guys. I told you exactly who it was and why I got covered for them.
We wanted to give you this opportunity. None of us wanted to, but we did. We wanted to give you this opportunity. We know. What? We know.
We know exactly.
You know what?
You know.
We know.
Then arrest them. I'm done dealing with them.
We did make an arrest today. Guess who it is?
Me.
You.
Which is the wrong arrest.
So this is your time.
It's this person with blood and tissue matter, and more blood and more tissue matter, and mud and water.
What do you mean blood and tissue matter?
So this is your time to talk.
What does that mean, blood and tissue matter?
I think you have an idea what it means. This is your opportunity to be honest with us.
I was just honest with you, and you're not listening to anything I'm saying. I just gave you the information of these people who are harassing me.
So a generic person in the meth community, that's what I'm supposed to go on? I'm supposed to help this little dead child, this dead child in a trunk?
Your son.
The reason Gregory's calling right now? What am I supposed to tell Gregory?
tell us that there are still people in this country who are doing bad things, and I'm not going to be held accountable for somebody else's actions.
Julissa, you were pulled over by the police driving your vehicle.
Exactly. I had just been raced and you guys didn't even notice. My windshield was broken.
That has body parts, skull, brains of your son in the back seat. The back window shot out, and your son is dead in the trunk.
How do you know?
You tell me what that looks like.
In another dumpster, there's pieces of it. A backpack with his name on it.
So cut the crap.
With surveillance video. Multiple witnesses that see you.
What witnesses?
Pages of witnesses that called today.
Pages.
Once this broke the news, pages. You stand out.
I stand out?
The battery on my phone is almost dead from as many phone calls as I've talked to and made to today.
Okay, well...
Your story about you going to Minneapolis, we know that's not true because we have you on video.
I have multiple...
We have you on video.
Okay, I don't appreciate you guys.
11:23 p.m.
I really need a lawyer because I'm not the person who did this.
Okay.
Do you believe me? Can you arrest the people who did this? I need a lawyer right now.
We already did.
I need a lawyer.
I'll go see if that room is clear and we'll take a record, so.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay, sit back down.
1 second here.
Sit back down. I'm not done talking.
Well, which is it? Do you want a lawyer or do you want to talk?
I want to talk, but sit down. You yelled at me after you just heard that I had been.
Are we just going to bully each other, or are we actually going to tell us?
I'm just going to. You're sitting here screaming at me.
Because we know things.
Sit down.
We know things, and when you tell stories that we know and can prove are not true, we get kind of like, what's the point of this?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Okay.
So
I know Julissa wasn't in Minneapolis at 10 p.m. or midnight.
We can just I don't know what
I was.
So we can keep doing this, or we can start talking some truths.
Well, I think it was like I left my house at about 10. Yeah, I was in Minneapolis at about 10. So are you guys gonna get me a hit or what?
You just tell us another.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you just said now was not true. So.
Did you just say it's not true that I have been?
Your timeline isn't accurate or true. So it can be done.
You don't want to provide
What do you
truths
do
to
when
us.
people you're talking to don't believe you? You guys don't believe I have been. I'm not lying, and I'll prove it. Ask me to call Tori so that I could prove.
So what happened to your son?
They took him.
They took him where?
I was assuming when they wanted to take him, they were getting to take him to one of their methods, like the cook-casters, and take him to Tori's house.
And they did that?
Yeah.
And then what?
And they had held a gun to my head and raped him.
And what happened to your son?
When they took him.
And you have no idea where he's at now?
No.
You haven't seen him since?
No.
Okay.
I found out after what they did.
So what did they do?
They're just really bad people. They hurt people.
What did they do? Did you say you want a lawyer? Okay. I respect that. I'm not sure why somebody who...
Because I've been stung so many times.
That's why you want a lawyer? Not because you're a suspect, but because you're afraid of...
Oh, no, I want a lawyer because I'm a suspect.
And we don't know where her son is right now. We have no idea where her son is.
Well, we do.
Yeah, we do. But she doesn't. But she wants the lawyer.
That's her story. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
You're treating me like a criminal.
Despite understanding the gravity of this situation, Julissa does not flinch for a moment, showing no concern or revealing any detail about her son. Instead, whenever detectives confront her about the horrific incident, she consistently brings up her own narrative of attack to redirect the focus back onto her. This behavior ultimately exposes a mother's cold-hearted and ruthless side, when she should be filled with deep empathy for her child. As Julissa realizes she is heading down an inescapable path, she fakes appearing devastated. However, the autopsy reports ultimately shatter this facade as well. The findings reveal that Eli, the innocent child, was shot 9 times in his head and torso while sitting in the back seat of his mother's car. These unsettling details describe the pain he endured at the hands of his mother. Julissa was arrested and charged with second-degree premeditated murder. However, even after all the evidence linked to her horrific crime, the detectives brought her in again for another round of questioning. Her revelations further deepened the hole she had dug for herself.
That little boyfriend?
Yeah. That's Eli.
It's Eli.
Confirmed? Did you confirm it?
It's Eli in the trunk of your car.
He's such a good person. You confirmed it? Are you sure? Are you sure? I don't want him to be involved at all in whatever they're doing, but you confirmed it's 100% my baby boy? I'm not getting an answer from you, yes or no. That's kind of important.
Yeah, that's Eli.
So yes? What is that?
You tell me.
I don't know. You tell me.
That's Eli's booster seat. From your car.
Did you find the people who did this? Was there DNA on me? You used to call them, but I know that there's other ways of finding out.
We're here talking about your dead son.
And I'm here telling you who did it. But I didn't know he was dead. You're telling me my baby boy is dead?
This dumpster is where we recovered a lot of his head, brain, tissue. This is the same dumpster that we have witnesses. That's this car with no tire and a broken up window describing you dumping all this stuff in.
Do you have any witnesses?
Investigate Eli's death for him. We're here to get answers for him.
He
Because we think
an important person in the world.
Because we think he deserves it.
He deserves everything. He's not actually. Like, how do you know?
You know he is.
How do you know?
You know he is.
You're making assumptions. How do you know that I know? I really need a lawyer, but I want you to know that this baby boy is the most important person in the world to me. I would never hurt him. I would never do anything to him. I protect him. You have to believe me. This is my baby boy.
So we have scenes all around town where you were seen dumping parts of Eli in garbage cans.
What do you mean?
In garbage cans.
I would never do that.
Dumpsters.
Witnesses saw you take this and throw it into a dumpster.
I would never do that.
While further investigating the case, detectives learned a few more shocking truths that corroborate Rob's account. They learned that Julissa had purchased a shotgun and ammunition 3 days before the murder. Additionally, after obtaining a search warrant for her phone, Julissa's search history ultimately provided the final missing piece of the puzzle. The charge indicted on Julissa was later upgraded to first-degree murder. In February 2023, Julissa was found guilty of both first-degree premeditated murder and second-degree intentional murder. Despite understanding the gravity of her situation, her demeanor had not changed at all, and this is the statement she made prior to her sentencing.
Yes, I would like to say something.
Go ahead.
I'm innocent. Fuck you all. You're garbage.
On February 16, 2023, Julissa was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Following the sentencing, Eli's family members expressed relief, including his foster mother, Nikita Kronberg, and his father, Tori, who thanked the jury but reiterated that Eli's death was avoidable if Child Protection Services had intervened promptly. Julissa is currently serving her life sentence in the Minnesota prison system.